What's up, guys? Jacob Rothenberg here. And what I want to talk about today is something that is slowing you down from your potential success in Kindle publishing, online marketing, or any new venture that you're trying to do. So, with making money online, I consider that like a big step forward in effort. Like you're trying to level up your life, you're trying to make more money so you can better yourself, maybe have more money to like afford discretionary purchases. Maybe you just want to be able to pay your rent or your mortgage more comfortably. I get that. That's how I started out. But I think what happens with a lot of people is paralysis by analysis or perfectionist syndrome. And I see this a lot with my students and even with myself. So let me explain. Oftentimes, we think that we need to be perfect in whatever we're trying to endeavor in before we can even jump in. So I see this all the time in different circles of my life. I know with the sport of powerlifting, I talk to like my fellow gym buddies back at commercial gyms and I'd say, hey, you're pretty strong. Why don't you do a powerlifting meet? And they would say, yeah, I want to do a powerlifting meet, but I'm not going to compete until I can take first place for sure because I just want to be the best. And I'm like, well, shit, I've been competing for 10 years. I've never won the overall in any meet. I still have a really high total. That's not going to fly. Like, that person will never compete with that kind of mindset. Or likely also with because of publishing, what I've seen also is people who have held onto manuscripts for 2 years without ever publishing just because everything had to be perfect with the funnel, the email list, the infrastructure had to be perfect, and everything had to be set up before literally these 40 manuscripts could be released. I'm not even making this up. Well, I think it was like 40 manuscripts were ready to go over 2 years, and they weren't even released yet. And they're being released now, gradually, but that's something that happens. And I think the most relatable example for us guys is like seeing a hot girl, a girl we want to talk to, but we don't know what to say, and we think we need the perfect opener, the perfect pickup line to just get in the door. And as whether it's girls doing a meet or even just trying to design a website and trying to make it decent, just do your best and move on from there. So I'm actually designing a website right now as a joint project with someone I'm collaborating with, and I'm going to announce it tomorrow. She is someone that's very creative, very smart, and she has perfectionist syndrome. Everything has to look perfect before it can really come out. And I'm like, well, and she's always asking me what I think of the site, and I give my feedback, and by the same time, like, so long as everything works, so long as everything is in place, it functions, we're good to go. So when it comes to creating something like an online page or a website, and I'm working on my own too, what's important is just making sure that it's up, you've got the content ready, and you might not be happy with the first iteration of your web design. Try your best, but if you're not happy with the first iteration of your web page, just get it out, publish it, and you can work on the design later and perfect it as time goes on. I've never really seen a project that was perfect the moment it came out. You'll see this with video game consoles, with electronics. They always have to be repatched and reworked. But what's important is that you get to market, you get some sales going, and from there you can improve upon what you got. And for you guys out there, don't wait until you've got the perfect storm of circumstances to start publishing more books. I have talked to so many people that only have 1, 2, or 3 books published, and for whatever reason, they come up with excuses. The biggest one is I don't have the time. Sometimes they don't have the money. I get that sometimes too, but you can't stop yourself from proceeding on with trying to better your life if you're going to be just stuck waiting for the perfect set of circumstances to go by you. So, don't suffer from paralysis by analysis. Just slap together what you can, do your best to your best ability, with the best foundations that you can follow, such as my free course, thepublishingevolution.com, and just take it from there, and you'll wing it, and you'll do good eventually. So that's all I got to say for today, guys. This came to me as I'm working on a personal website of my own brand, and I'm trying to like make it really fancy, like trying to copy Ty Lopez's layout because I think it's pretty well done. Then I realized I don't know how to code in CSS. It's like, well, shit. I want it to look just like Ty Lopez's site, but um, I realized, hey, I'm not going to have a perfect site the first go. I'm just going to do my best ability with WordPress. I know how to use WordPress pretty well. I'm going to work with that and customize it from there. But what's important is that I get it launched pretty soon. Otherwise, tomorrow, guys, I'm going to have some big news for you. Some services that we're going to dole out. It's not more courses for a change, guys. So I think you'll like this. It's a bunch of services that everyone can use, whether you're in nonfiction, fiction, low content, and especially if you write your own books, you're going to like this a lot. So stay tuned, guys. Keep working. I'll see you later. Take care.